Nandito ba yung Mr. Chair ang Facebook at saka TikTok? Oh, they're here. Yeah, okay. I talked to them before. And meron na po kasing lumalalang problema. Siguro Mr. Chair, maging kayo nakaranas ng ganito. Yung bang deep fake na mga post, mga videos, we're having a hard time asking them, Mr. Chair, na para i-take down. There were so many instances in my case, alam naman po ng Facebook na hindi ko sinabi yung isang statement doon na patungkol sa isang politiko. And yet, nagpalabas na ako sa Facebook page ko na I didn't say it. So therefore, I asked Facebook, Meta, to please take it down because hindi ko sinabi yon. Dahil yung statement na yun, Mr. Chair, kasinungalingan at magagalit talaga yung politiko na itinutukoy doon na dating politiko. Buti pa yung TikTok agad-agad na take down. Pero yung Meta, hindi. Ang tanong ko, bakit po? Ba't hindi matake down yun? Post ako sa Facebook page ko na fake news to, hindi ko sinabi ito. And then I reported it to Meta. But Meta is having second thoughts or does not want to take it down. Bakit po? Tanong ko lang. Hanggang ngayon.
Thank you. Good morning, Chairperson and members of the committee. May I just allow myself to provide an opening remarks first?
I'm sorry, you don't understand it.
I'm sorry, I don't speak.
You want me to say it again in English? I can say it.
That would be helpful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There is this post in Facebook which is quoting me as having said something against a former politician, which I didn't say. It was a total lie. They made it up. And so what I did, I post it on my Facebook account stating that this is fake news. Don't believe this. Be careful because this is a lie. And then after that, I went to Facebook and told Facebook about it and asked from Facebook to please take those accounts that are all nothing but fake news. But Facebook refused to take it down. The question is, why? So you follow me, sir? Okay, thank you, sir.
Mr. Chairperson, allow me to provide just a brief opening remarks and I'll respond to Senator Tulfo's question. Good morning, Mr. Chairperson and members of the committee. I'm Bernie Mustafa, Head of Public Policy for Indonesia and Philippines. I'm appearing today on behalf of Meta. And at the outset, Meta wishes to extend its sincerest apologies for the absence of a representative at the committee's public hearing held on December 15, 2025, regarding Senate Bill 191, 1441, and 1490. Please be assured that there was absolutely no intention to disrespect, disregard, or impede the committee's important legislative work. As communicated in our letter dated December 17, 2025, Ms. Claire Amador, the recipient of the committee's invitation, was no longer affiliated with Meta at that time. The company was then in the process of appointing a new head of public policy for the Philippines, a process that has since been completed with the appointment of Gio Tingson, who joined the Facebook Philippines representative office on January 5, 2026, as head of public policy for the Philippines. Mr. Tingson leads the public policy function locally and will facilitate coordination between this committee and Meta Platforms Inc. For today's hearing, I'm also here as Meta's resource person and will be answering the committee's questions. Thank you, Chairperson and members of the committee. Meta deeply values its relationship with the Philippine government and respects the Senate's vital role in addressing the challenges of online misinformation. Now, allow me to respond to Senator Tulfo.
Yes, please.
So, we take misinformation very seriously. We do have policies in place to address misinformation. As I understand from my brief conversation with Gio, that we have already taken some actions on some of the reports that was reported to us on some of the content. However, there are particular types of misinformation that are a little bit more challenging. I think the issue with misinformation itself, it is a challenge in the sense that Meta is not the arbiter of truth. So we do not determine whether a piece of content is false or truth. We have processes in place, and we do follow those processes that require some time. It's not our intention to impede the flow of reports and our actions. In this regard, when it comes to misinformation, particular misinformation that does not violate community standards, we refer the particular content to our fact checkers. In this case, we are collaborating with Philippines fact checkers, including Rappelers and AFP and Viral News. And we also make sure that the misinformation after its fact check is labeled. However, misinformation itself is a complex issue. There are pieces of our content that may be only partially true and partially correct. There are pieces of content or misinformation that are shared just in terms of, sharing a light joke, for example. There are also pieces of misinformation that do not essentially violate community standards and that are essentially, let's say, speech. And this is where we need to balance between the right of the user to protect their freedom of expression, but also be able to ensure that the platform that they put on the content is safe. So we try to balance those, and we understand it can be frustrating for some users if the misinformation is still up there. However, we certainly take this very serious, and we are taking the steps, even though the process might.
So, Mr. Mustafa, I don't believe you. You're not taking things seriously, because in my case, like I mentioned earlier, after that post, after I've seen it, it was really very offensive because it was trying to picture an image about me having a fight against this former politician. The statement that was supposed to be said by me according to that post, which was really fake, is severe. In your community standard, it says that for public figures, you remove attacks that are severe. And the attacks, that there were several attacks against me, and using this former politician as the takeoff point. And I posted in my Facebook account stating that I never said that statement that was being alleged to me for me having said it. But despite that, you did not do anything. But TikTok did something, and thanks to TikTok. See, the problem here, Mr. Mustafa, is you said misinformation that is challenging, and that's why you need fact checkers. Why do you have to have fact checkers? Why don't you believe the person that is being offended? In my case, I have a Facebook account with 20 million followers. I've been with you for ages, for more than 10 years, and never lied. And I posted in my Facebook account that these statements being attributed to me are all false, and I never said it. I posted it on my Facebook account, and yet you didn't believe me. And you still have to get a fact checker to make sure if I'm lying or not. Heck, what the F? Come on. Kung sa Pilipino lang, what the fuck? I mean, Filipino. Nag-English na pa rin pala ako. Come on, guy. Come on, Mr. Mustafa. I don't mean to disrespect you, but I'm being disrespected. Not only me, but other politicians as well. Even Senator Padilla, the chairman, and all other politicians. Sometimes not only the post, sometimes they use videos. That's why I suggested to Mr. Tingson when he visited my office one time, is you should have a monitoring system. When it's AI generated, you have to automatically put in the caption, this is AI generated for everybody to know. So I don't care. Even if it would show me dancing with several ladies, or even if it shows me, eating snakes or whatever, as long as it says there, this is AI generated, that's good enough for me. But you don't do that. Can you do that? At least put AI generated. But let's go back to my first case. So can you take it down? Because TikTok already did. After I explained to TikTok and I posted it on TikTok, I said, hey, TikTok, I already disowned that statement. And TikTok said, okay, we'll look at it. And then within 24 hours, just like that, TikTok deleted those posts. But in your case, in Facebook, no, we have to investigate. We have, because it's a misinformation that is challenging. We have to fact check. Fact check. What the fact check is happening? I mean, I'm really sick and tired of Facebook. I'm sorry, I have 22 million accounts with you. But I'm very disappointed. Sir, really, I've been begging, my staff have been begging to Meta, please take it down because it's not true. Sir, please take it down. Because right now, what you're trying to do is, I have to prove to Meta before you take down that statements attributed to me, being attributed to me as having said something against a former politician. I have to prove that I'm not lying versus the guy who posted that should prove that he is not lying. What's happening here is I have to prove the offended party has to prove that he fake news should prove that he is telling the truth. You follow me, sir? What is your response, Mr. Mustafa?
Chairperson. Yes. Thank you, Senator Tulfo, for the inputs. We certainly take this seriously, even though it may take time. It's not that we have the intention of slowing the process or trying to shift the burden on the user to prove whether certain content is true or false. The policies that we have in place and the processes that we have in place ensures that it applies to all people and all users to make sure that it is fair and equitable. And this is why we have the collaboration with fact checkers. They determine whether a piece of information is false and true.
But sir, let me interrupt. I'm sorry, Mr. Chair. It should be the person who posted a fake news item has to prove that he's telling the truth. It is not the other way around. The guy being offended of that post is the one who has to prove that he's not lying. Come on, sir. Kung sa Tagalog pa, kailangan yung nagsinungaling,
siya ang magpatunay.
Siya dapat magpatunay na hindi siya nagsisinungaling. Ang nangyayari, yung na-offend, yung winalanghiya, kailan magpatunay na hindi siya nagsisinungaling.
Baliktad.
Baliktad tong Facebook na to. Baliktad ang utak ng mga taon to. Buti pa yung TikTok. When I called TikTok, TikTok immediately responded swiftly. And they took down some of those fake news posts. Why can't Facebook do that, sir?
Chairperson, so it's not our intention not to take down offending content or misinformation. We certainly have processes. I think it is a matter of following the process and the policies that are in place.
Mr. Mustafa, what is it that you want from me? To prove to you that I never said that thing that has been being said in some TikTok, in Facebook accounts.
Yes, again,
all those fake lies, fake news. What do I have to do?
Again, we don't shift the burden of proof to the users or whoever posted that particular content.
No. Just answer me, sir. What do I have to do to prove to you that post, those posts are all fake news? What do I have to do?
Simply reporting to us, sir.
I did report it to you. I reported it to you several times for so many weeks already, for crying out loud.
Yes.
But you never did anything. Unlike TikTok.
Yes, so we follow the process in terms of...
Sir, do you understand English?
Yeah, absolutely.
You keep saying you follow procedure.
Mhm.
And I did follow your procedure as well to report, and I did report to you those fake news accounts, those fake news statements.
Yeah.
And I even posted for the end time, I posted that fake news item on my Facebook account to tell that this is fake. I never said this. I disowned it. That should be enough for you to take it down, just like what I did with TikTok, and TikTok did take it down.
Yes, we will follow through with that request. Absolutely.
Please,
We will
pinatagal mo
follow
pa eh. Can you do that, sir?
Yes, we'll follow through and we will report back.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Ano ba?
Ay, wala na po.